Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you all know, it is me, Megamanfancj. Today's video is for basically anyone who is a newcomer to my channel. It's basically a guide to like all the characters because ever since I've been starting to make videos, it's like the more I make videos, I just keep creating new characters and new lore. And I've just built like this whole world around them. So why not do like a video that's like a guide to them? Before we get into this, I do have to say a few things. One, some of these characters are retired. Like they're discontinued because I no longer have the wigs or the hats or the accessories I use to portray those characters, so they will no longer be showing up in videos. If I lose or the thing that I used to portray that character, like the wig, for example, goes missing, I will not be able to portray that character until I either find it or I can't find it and they just don't ever show up again. So some of these characters don't even exist anymore. I'm just gonna be like having a guide to them, okay? So I'm gonna talk about the characters on my YouTube channel first, then the ones that appeared on my TikTok, and then the off-screen characters, the ones that I only ever portrayed with my voice. But I'm dragging this out, I'm yapping, I am going off topic. Without further ado, let's get into it. Starting off, I wanted to talk about Miss Takwabisha. I still have the wig that I used to portray her. Hold on. It's right here. It's this one with the braids. I'm not putting it on though. Basically, she appeared in this one video. I think it was called TLC Be Like or My Strange Addiction Be Like. Her whole shtick was that she had a twerking addiction. I'm so serious. I don't even know what drugs I was on that made me even come up with that. I mean, all for the sake of comedy, I guess. But anyways, yeah, that's her. But ever since then, she's kind of become a favorite character of mine. It was for two reasons, because she appeared in two series of mine. One is the Catfish parody series. I started on YouTube Shorts, and I do have some TikToks of it. I think the series she first appeared in was Ghetto School, the full-length series that is on my channel now. It's like 10 episodes, and yeah, if you want to go watch it, go watch it. Yeah, that is Takwabisha. So now I want to talk about Quanisha. I actually still have the two wigs. Yeah, I used two wigs to portray her. But I actually still have the two wigs that I used to portray her. Hold on. If I can just get it. Oh my god. But here are the two wigs. This one is real cute. It's like it's human hair, but this one I like it better. By the way, these are actually my mom's wigs. These are not actually mine, but you know, she doesn't really wear wigs, all that, because, you know, she's a natural girly. Her hair's cute anyway. She doesn't really need a wig, but every other time when she's not using a wig, I just borrow them and use them for videos, so. But Quanisha is basically the resident mean girl of Stan Twitterville, and yes, all my characters live in a city called Stan Twitterville. Yeah, they live in a place called Stan Twitterville. Yeah, that's what the city's called. But she's resident mean girl. She was always rude for no reason. Like, I recently rewatched Ghetto School, and she was so rude for like no reason. Like, oh my god, every time somebody was just existing, she was rude. But yeah, that's Quanisha. Next, I want to talk about Tanisha. I think that's her name, Tanisha. I don't know, I have to rewatch Ghetto School. I'm forgetting her name. I have too many characters, but her name is Tanisha. I have the wig. Hello. It is this gorgeous golden brown afro. Yes, slay queen. But Tanisha was, I don't even remember her personality. Like I guess the reason she was so forgettable was because she barely really existed in ghetto school. That's where she debuted, I think. I used the wig for like other like videos, but I don't think I ever really created Tanisha until ghetto school. But yeah, that's Tanisha, I guess. I mean, there's nothing really much about her. Okay, so I think the next character that I'm gonna be talking about, at least for the rest of the YouTube, the characters that debuted on YouTube, the next characters I'm gonna be talking about, I do not no longer have the things that I use to portray them. Miss Maple. We know her. We love her. Miss Maple. What do I remember about Miss Maple? Well, I do know that she was the teacher, a teacher from Megamanfancj High School, or as we know it from the titles of the videos, Ghetto School. And she took over the class that Takobisha was in. Takobisha and the other characters were in. Yeah. What? I don't know. Miss Maple seemed to be like a pretty normal teacher, if not a little bit of a crash out, to be honest. When I rewatched Ghetto School, it was very easy to make her like start yelling and crashing out and stuff. I no longer have either of the wigs that I used to portray Miss Maple. I don't have the straight wig she wore at episode 1, or that bobbity Nicki Minaj bob wig that she was wearing the other episodes of Ghetto School. But I don't know. I think Miss Maple will have to kind of make a comeback. I don't know. Because every time I just like playing her. Same with like Takobisha. I just like playing her. Okay, like I said, the rest of the characters that debut on YouTube, they're all, I don't have the things that portray them. Starting with these next 3 characters, I'm gonna loop them all in this one round. Starting with Bree Bree. So Bree Bree, I think she was the girl with the orange wig, the orange ginger wig. We no longer have that wig anymore. It was left at the old house. So basically, we no longer have the orange wig, but Bree Bree, I don't know. I feel like she just wasn't as ghetto as the other characters. Really, her name wasn't even that ghetto. She seemed to be pretty nice. She didn't really cause so many problems. I mean, she did kind of like, she was kind of nosy and living for the drama. I'm not gonna lie, but Bree Bree, she wasn't all that bad. And then the next character is Shaminia. Oh, I remember Shaminia a lot because of the orange bonnet. Both my TikTok profile picture and my YouTube profile picture, I was wearing that orange bonnet. Only the OGs know. But she was the character in that orange bonnet. And basically I think she thought the bonnet was her hair for some reason. I don't know. All these characters have some mental issues. Also, I think she was like a teen mom. Dear God, what was I on? Anyways, yeah. And then we know him, we love him. The man thought, John Tavion. John Tavion, he's a really interesting character because, well, one, I no longer have the hat that I used to portray him, but it doesn't really matter because sometimes I just portray him as my normal self because I am a guy, so, I mean, what am I gonna do? John Tavion is a man whore. That's like his whole thing. I don't think there's a single video where I didn't portray John Tavion as a deadbeat, a man whore, an idiot, like a drug dealer. Like, that's basically his entire role. It reminds me of those Tubi movies, those ghetto Tubi movies, because every man in those ghetto Tubi movies is never a good man. I don't think I've ever seen a good man in Tubi movies. At least not one. I mean, there are some good men, but half the time they turn out to be terrible, like the terrible men. So, I mean, that's kind of like what John Tavion is, I guess. He's real ghetto, to be honest. But yeah. those 3 characters, I no longer have the things to portray them. They might make a comeback if I find more things to portray them. All right, now let's get onto the TikTok characters that debuted on TikTok. So let's start with Nappy. Those who are from TikTok, those who saw my TikToks, those who saw the videos I posted from TikTok to YouTube Shorts, y'all know who Nappy is. She is the town bicycle of Stan Twitterville. We all know who she is. Nappy. Nappy. With that nappy wig. Although I no longer have that wig, but I did find someone that was similar, I guess. So, although I guess it doesn't really live up to her name because the wig is not nappy. This wig had similar colors in it, but I just use this one to portray her now, even though it's not nappy. But you know, it's just a really ghetto name for the sake of comedy. So I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter if her hair is nappy or not. But Nappy's a hoe. We all know that. That's who Nappy is. Okay, now it's time for Maxi Pad. Maxi Pad, as we all know, is the twin sister of laundry detergent. I don't think I actually physically represented laundry detergent. We all know her, Maxi Pad. I don't actually have the wig that I used to portray Maxi Pad. I think. Let's get into that. So Maxi Pad's wig, well, it's here, but I do not believe this is the original wig I used to portray Maxi Pad. I don't think so, but it's cute. It's like a cute little curly little bob, bobbity bobbity bob, you know? But I don't know, this is not the, I don't think this is the way I used to portray Maxi Pad, but since Maxi Pad's making a comeback, you know, I use this wig, I guess. Oh, and by the way, yes, Maxi Pad and Nappy are both going to be joining Megamanfancj High School. And finally, let's do Lindsay. I have her wig right here. I have the wig right here. It's the longest wig out of them all. I guess it's a tie between this wig and the wig I use for Takobisha. But this is a V-part wig actually, but I combed it out. I swear. I washed this wig and I combed it out a few months ago. And now it looks what it looks like. I guess it's because from the constant use of me jumping around when I'm pretending to be Lindsay. But Lindsay is a pick-me girl. The resident pick-me girl of Stan Twitterville. We know this. Well, at least everybody from TikTok knows. Well, I mean, people from YouTube know because I did post. Oh my god, I just whacked myself. I posted those videos from TikTok to YouTube. I post almost every video from TikTok to YouTube. So I think all the YouTube peoples, y'all know too. So that's Lindsay's wig. We all know Lindsay. She's a pick-me girl. That was all the on-screen characters. But what about the characters who appear off-screen? Well, there's not really that much. One, there's laundry detergent and Maxi Pad's mother. And 2, there's the cast of characters from the Pick Me Girl, Lindsay's series, the Pick Me Girl series. So basically there's the girl named Sophia, I think her name is. I'm already forgetting her name. Already forgetting. I have terrible memory. But Sophie or Sophia, Daniel, Jaden, the guy Lindsay stalks throughout the entire series, and of course Tiffany. Granted, Sophia and Tiffany only appeared once, or their names were mentioned once. And also there's Todd, but Todd, I don't think I ever spoke a role for him. So, or Daniel even for that matter, but you know. Anyways, that was actually all my characters. Oh my god, I have the hiccups now. What the hell? Anyways, those were all my characters. This is just a guide for anyone who's new, anyone who, hasn't been here before. Those are all the characters of Stan Twitterville. Yeah, I don't really have nothing else to say, but I guess thank you for subscribing. Like, I should probably say thank you. I don't think I've ever said that before, but so now you know. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking, boosting the algorithm, boosting my content up so people can watch. Yeah, I guess that's all I really have to say. So, bye.